Another one. So Nene hopped on Instagram Live a little over a week ago. Okay, so I recorded an Instagram Live, I did the editing, I spent over an hour just being very detailed and all of that because you all know that I'm a detailed person. So I saved the video, backed it up, all of that, clicked the export button, and my entire software crashed. Okay, I'm like, okay, no big deal, it crashed. The video is backed up, it's saved, I'm good. Okay, so I go to click on the backed up file, nothing. Clicked on the saved video, nothing. Basically, hours of work, hours of editing, completely wiped out, gone. Okay, now y'all know I be preaching the God bless attitude, being positive at all times, seeing the good in every situation. So I had to channel what I said in the very video and just move on and not be upset. After a few days of posting different stories, decided to revisit and do this video all over again, because depending on how Nene's story ends with Bravo, whether she comes back or she doesn't come back to the Real Housewives of Atlanta, this video will be very important. You all know I love saying click the link in the description below to watch, A, B, and C. I just want to have this just in case, depending on how she moves, we can go back and reference this video, okay? What's up, my Fina loves? It's Miss Fina D coming to you all from V Entertainment News.
But this is what I know up to this point. I have been offered a $100,000 development deal by myself. And when I was with Kim, we were offered $1 million. And that is a huge window. And after building this platform for not just for us, for so many people, you need to understand, when I opened up this door, Real Housewives of Atlanta, there was no Love and Hip Hop, no Basketball Wives, no Hollywood Exes, no Football Wives. None of those black ensembles were on television when we started over here. When I started over here, I opened up a door for the Braxtons and for all of these black ensemble shows that you see on television right now. Not that that door had not been cracked before. Remember, it was Flavor Flav and all those ladies. But when we kicked it off over here in Atlanta, it was a big thing. They already had Orange County, but it didn't pop like Atlanta did. It was different, and that opened up doors for other girls. When I went on Broadway twice, I opened up that door for the other housewives that have gone behind me to be able to work on Broadway. When I was doing the Real Housewives and scripted shows like Glee and New Normal, I opened up that door for other reality stars to be able to be reality and scripted. So when I graced the cover of Ebony magazine as a breakout reality star by myself in a money dress, I opened that door for the person or the people that come behind me to grace the cover of magazines like that. And one of the things I know that the other side has said to my side is that Nene is a big star. And this is not my words, these are their words. Nene is a big star, and we really don't know, what to do, what to do with her. She's really outgrown the platform. Well, my answer to that is, ma'am, sir, who don't want to work with the big star? Okay, who don't want the big star on their network? And the reason why you have a problem with it is because you have someone else over there that's taking opportunities that's coming to the people that you claim are a big star. You have that person taking their opportunities for themselves, okay? Or taking those opportunities and making them disappear. Now, see, we ain't gonna be able to stand for that.
Nene is talking about Kandi right now when she said that, somebody else is taking all of the opportunities. And later on in the video, you will see why I think she's talking about Kandi, but she touched up on this whole situation with Kim, her and Kim doing a show together and, being offered $1 million and then for her own development deal, 100,000. So she had more to say about it. And I also have something else to say about it. So let's get into what else she had to say. At this point, she's being repetitive. Let's listen to whatever she has to say again, and then I will come in with my commentary.
Now, see, we ain't gonna be able to stand for that. Yeah, it's a lot going on. It's a lot going on. That's not fair. That's not right. Okay? And you don't have to like me. You don't have to like what I say, but you should be able to have an open ear to what is right and what is wrong. And you should know what's right and what is wrong. And some of the things I just told you, in my opinion, you have your own, it's not right. Why should I make for a development of a show? Why should I be getting a $100,000 development deal after 13 years? And 4 or 5 years ago, you offered $1 million to do a show with a white girl. Why is it a big deal if I closed my computer early when you had a whole white girl to walk out of a show and get a show, quit the show, didn't even spin? No slight to her. I'm just at this moment because we're in a decent place, but I'm just saying what it is. And I can't say it without saying that. You know what I'm saying? These women do not stick together. It's a problem that women don't stick together. There's a lot that happens behind the scenes you guys just don't know about. And they really need to stick together.
Wow, I have so much to say, but I'm going to do my best to keep it brief. I know me and being brief in the same sentence, but I'm going to try, okay? The reason why, or one of the many reasons why people are not empathetic towards Nene is because what people have realized is that certain situations and things only becomes a problem when they are happening to her or when it's convenient. But when she was friends with Andy and close to Andy and had great connections at Bravo, okay, she turned a side eye to the same situations happening to other people. How convenient is it for Nene to now refer to Kim as that white girl, like that white girl over there? But when she had her issues with Kenya Moore and her one-sided issues with Kenya Moore, because Kenya simply said, "You've shown me who you are. I believe you. We don't have to be friends. I'm going to come to work, be professional, but that's about it. We don't have to have a relationship as far as a friendship on any level. I'm good." Nene's hatred towards Kenya was so deep that she hopped on Instagram Live with a woman that she referred to as racist. This white woman that you claim did so much to you. Your hatred for Kenya was so strong that you hopped on Instagram Live with her. You sat there and laughed and kiki while she disrespected Kenya. I know that I just included this in one of the recent videos I did, but I'm going to include it in here as well because it goes with this story.
I think, honestly, there were some stipulations, got rid of the fucking crazies.
Okay.
I think that's, and getting rid of somebody,
I hear Bria.
That girl.
I didn't know y'all could hear me.
Fucking devil.
It's still not working.
I have never in my life had this problem. Do you think somebody called and said, "Fuck these two"?
Yeah, they didn't want us to be famous, man. They tried to stop us. What's happening?
They said Kenya did it. She did what? Fuck that ugly ass.
And my apologies for the profanity. Every time that I attempt to bleep them out, the software doesn't work properly. But y'all already know I didn't allow Kim to get away with coming at Kenya like that, but I don't want to drag that into this video. So if you missed, my response and all of that, I'm going to go ahead and include the links to those videos in the description below, or you can go to the Real Housewives of Atlanta playlist and you can see all of those videos on there, because I think there was a part 1, part 2, and part 3. So if I don't include a link, just click on the Real Housewives of Atlanta playlist and you can see all of that. Let's move on. And Kim was cool and everything was good, but now that we are in this moment of people speaking up more, out of a sudden now Kim is that white girl. But she wasn't that white girl when you were trying to destroy and bring down another black woman. You stooped so low that you ran back to the alleged racist woman just to bring down another black woman. You were trying to encourage her to come back on the show so you can have an ally as you scream, Kenya and Kandi and Cynthia are in an alliance.
You still think Kandi, Cynthia, and Kenya have an alliance? Yes, I think it. I'm never going to change it. I have personally told them that is my thought, that is my opinion, and I will not be changing it. Whether they're in an alliance or not, I think they are. If they're saying that they're not, if they're not, they're not. But that's what I think, and I will not be changing it. And it's nothing they can say that will make me change it. Okay, none.
But you were trying to get Kim back on this show for the same reason you accused Kenya and Kandi and Cynthia about. So that's why people are not believing this whole white and black racial and all this stuff that Nene is talking about, because, they feel like it's convenient right now. So now Kim is that white girl. She's talking about Kim getting her own show and all of that. I'm not saying that Nene is not making valid points. I'm not saying that Bravo doesn't have their moments, Andy Cohen and all of that. I'm not saying that racism doesn't exist. I'm just saying the reason why people don't care is because if Nene was someone who was always advocating for other people, then people would say, okay, yeah, this has always been, her fight. But don't become this person now because the tables have turned. Didn't Nene Leakes go on so many interviews and wanted Portia Williams, Cynthia Bailey, Kenya Moore, and the list goes on, all of those people fired? She suggested for certain people to get fired, put their jobs in jeopardy. And when Kenya Moore, who was pregnant and needed all of her coins, was being disrespected by Bravo, all because she made the choice to have a private wedding and not have Bravo cameras or in her business, when they reduced her salary and treated her like crap while she was pregnant, and she said, I know my worth, I'm not going to accept that, and she quit the show, which ended up working out for her because she had a high-risk pregnancy. Nene Leakes didn't say, oh my gosh, why are you treating Kenya like this? Why are you treating another black woman like this? This woman needs all of her coins, especially now that she's pregnant and about to bring a child in this world. No, Nene went on her tour, promoting the new season, and dragged Kenya Moore in every single interview, laughed at the fact that she wasn't there, and celebrated at the fact that she wasn't there. And when some of Kenya Moore's supporters went to Bravo headquarters with a sign, and basically now Nene has a petition, right? Okay, well, when Kenya Moore's supporters did the same thing, she was laughing, saying Kenya paid them to show up there, and she called Kenya a dark cloud, and the dark cloud is no longer here. She basically celebrated in Kenya's demise. But now it's convenient for her to say these girls don't stick together. Well, ma'am, where were you sticking together with Kenya Moore when she was going through her issues with Bravo? Or did you not sit in interviews and wanted everyone to get fired? You want these same women to stick together and come to your aid when you wanted all of them to lose their jobs at one point, and probably the same room you're accusing Kandi of sitting in and not defending or helping, whatever. It's the same room you once sat in and suggested that certain people be fired. So basically, you're just getting what you put out there, and basically it's your turn. That's one thing about myself, okay? They will make you feel like you have a seat at the table. And then one day they will just pull that seat, okay, and watch you fall. And that's the reason why when you are on your way to the top, the same people who were around you and there for you and help elevate you, when you get there, you don't look down on them, because those tables, one thing about them, they always turn. The one who digs a pit will fall into it, and whoever rolls a stone, it will come back on him. Proverbs 26:27. Had to drop a Bible verse on this Good Sunday. So Nene is basically simply getting back what she put out there. What do you guys call that? Karma? But let's get into the next segment. I've been doing my best, giving you all 10 minutes videos here and there, 11 minutes. Well, most of you know me for my long videos, so this one is going to be long. Thank you for hanging in there with me and watching the entire video. Let's get into the next segment. Now, I did say that Nene was being repetitive, so in this next clip, she's still talking about the production deal and repeating the same thing, but then we're going to get into something else that she said about Kandi that I have more to say about. So let's go ahead and get into that.
Development deal for my own show, $100,000. You hear me? $100,000 for my own show. After working here for all these years, and back when they offered me, when they offered me to do Road to Riches with Kim, they offered me $1 million. So they offered me $1 million to do the Road to Riches with Kim, and if I did my own show, $100,000. Reminds me of, you remember when Monique was having I think she maybe even have a lawsuit against Netflix. Remember Netflix offered her like $500,000, and all of these other comics or talents, Dave Chappelle and some other girl, tens of millions of dollars. That's what that really feels like. That's that's a big window for somebody who's been here since the beginning. It's funny how I have all these text messages and emails about you built the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Of course, it's been tweeted by so-and-so before, him, and saying that I built the Real Housewives and all this stuff. And it's so funny how they lift you up in glory. I was just going back through like all my text messages and emails and all this stuff about, we love you, let's meet up for drinks, let's go to dinner, let's do this, let's do that, let's do this and this and this and this and this. And then opportunities that are coming to you are slipping away, like your opportunities are leaving. So many opportunities were offered and they disappeared. And I don't know, it's been interesting. It's been interesting. So I haven't taken up a lot of time. What's happening on the other side, I don't know why it's happening. You know what? I know we had an opportunity, and we still have that opportunity, to work in numbers and make things work for everyone. But we have a Terry Crews on our cast. And I'll let you guys figure out who that is. Terry Crews needs to stop. Stop, Terry Crews. Miss Crews. Okay, stop, girl. You are not a leader.
In the whole Terry Crews thing, she's talking about Kandi. She said there's somebody on our cast, not in the franchise, on our cast. Okay? And then she said you ain't no leader. Kandi is the only one currently on the Real Housewives of Atlanta cast with so much pulled over there at Bravo.
She's currently the executive producer for another panel they have coming up about racism and, diversity and injustice and all of that, okay? And then not to mention the countless of opportunities and shows that Kandi was given by Bravo. And also Kandi having the voice to say, if Phaedra Parks comes back, I'm gone. And I keep telling y'all, had Phaedra did what she did to Kandi, to Kenya Moore, Phaedra Parks will still be on the Real Housewives of Atlanta with her peach. That's how much pull Kandi have over there, okay? So Nene is talking about Kandi. Basically, it's like being called a sellout, okay? You side with those people in power who just happen to be white, who are doing minorities dirty, and you are assisting them in doing their dirty work, okay? That's a huge accusation to make and call somebody, but there's no other person on that cast that have such a close relationships with Andy and them in position like that but Kandi. And that's why, they had the little situation. I'm just going to throw it allegedly out there because she didn't say Kandi name, but she's talking about Kandi. Which is interesting to me because Nene is the same person that said Kandi don't run nothing at Bravo and Kandi isn't important and that she's the HBIC and the one, Nene Mayweather and all of that. Don't let me drop one of my favorite clips. You know what? I'm going to do it.
Are you good with Kandi? I never know where I stand with these girls. My name carries weight. I'm the heavyweight champion of the world. So it's that time. So I'm sure you guys will be hearing a lot of stuff. And of course, they have to use my name because I'm the heavyweight champion of the world. Just call me Nene Mayweather. And you understand what I mean. Everybody want to come for the champ. So I'm a champ over here. So they trying to come for me, but it ain't gonna work.
For someone who's the queen, the one, the HBIC, the threat, Nene Mayweather, her name carries weight, and Bravo and Andy Cohen and the other producers, listen, if you are that powerful, you don't need to do any of this to keep your peach. Your peach should be secure. There you go, okay? So for her to say all of those things about Kandi, but then turn around and call Kandi a Terry Crews and a sellout. I know she didn't say Kandi. She said, figure it out, guys. There's nobody else that's getting shows back to back that have so much power at Bravo than Kandi, okay? So she's talking about Kandi, and I'm going to stick with that. Now, for those of you who are confused about the Terry Crews reference and you're not on Twitter and you haven't been keeping up what he's been doing, most of you are familiar with Terry Crews from White Chicks, but he's been in a lot of movies, different shows. When Gabrielle Union was on America Got Talent as a judge, Terry Crews was on there with her, okay? And so she was let go. He was doing an interview, and when he was asked about Gabrielle Union suing the show, suing NBC for, racism, a toxic work environment, and all of these different things, he could have simply said, listen, man, my experience over there is different. However, it doesn't mean that her concerns aren't valid just because I was treated differently. So far from my experience, I'm good. I don't have nothing bad to say about the network or the people that I've worked with, but I'm not going to sit here and say that, Gabby is wrong because we are two different people, different experiences and things like that, and then just continue in a positive way. But I'm not her. I can't speak for her, but I wish her the best, okay? That would have been a great answer. It was basically, the company is great. The people there are great. Basically, the way how he responded, even though I understood what he was trying to say, the way how he said it was almost like, I'm going to defend, Massa and keep my job and save myself, and Gap girl, you are on your own. Basically, when Gabrielle Union was there for him and supported him during the Me Too movement, where he said that this behind the scenes, I think an agent or someone very powerful in Hollywood groped him at a party when men were laughing at him saying, why is Terry Crews suing another man? He's so big, he's muscular, he could have punched a guy in the face. And Terry was like, I didn't do that because it was before I was this well-known Terry Crews, and this man had the power to end my career before it started. So out of fear, I didn't say anything. He and the guy settled out of court and all of that. And Gabby was one of the women who were like, why are men and people laughing at a man who's being transparent and saying, I too was abused? It's not only women who go through situations like this. So now that she needed him, especially as a black man in this climate, for him to turn his back on her. And then he's been tweeting some interesting things on Twitter and getting in some interesting conversations. So basically people feel like, it's like being called a sellout, okay?
But they talk to the people behind our backs. I mean, we don't come together, you know, because these people, I don't know, it's a lot going on. But you know what? I just know that I've gotten lots of emails and text messages, and I've told you guys that I will tell you what's happening with me. And this has gone on for so long, and it's no reason for it to go on this long. It's so disrespectful, I think. And I said I'm going to always let you know and hear from my mouth exactly what's going on. So I'm telling you right now, at this moment, it is not me, it's them. We have been cooperative here. There's, again, lots of opportunities were taken from me. I have tons of emails from 2008 all the way up until recent. And I don't have any problem talking about them, sharing my contracts and everything, because and the things and the emails that when these conversations were started, how these opportunities just disappeared. You know, look, everybody has the right to be able to have a livelihood and to be able to work without opportunities being taken away from them. So if this is not the place for me to work, I'm fine with that. I can carry on and go somewhere else. Just don't stop my opportunities in other places. So that's what I would really like to do. So as soon as I hear more, I will get on here and tell you guys more.
Nene had more to say, and I too have more to say. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end this one right here, okay, and not go over 30 minutes, all right? I will then say more in part 2. I'm going to come back with a part 2, and in part 2, I will then give more of my commentary, okay? I'm wishing all of you an amazing day. Take care. The end of here, my final loves. Thank you all for your love and support. If you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and leave this video a thumbs up. Also turn on notifications so when I do post, you're aware that I posted. And I will see you all in the comment section. Remember to always have the God bless attitude, which is being positive at all times and seeing the good in every situation. Have a great day, guys. God bless.